Don't sleep on memes. I know a lot of you still don't get my thesis, and I'm not going to spend this whole video on it, but I'm going to spend a decent chunk. But guys, Drop is the top meme coin on XRPL right now at 4.68 mil. Bear has 3.67 mil. Goat, I don't really like Goat to be honest, has 2.31 mil. Burt, I don't love that one either, has 1.43. And Scrap has 1.22 mil. Guys, look how much liquidity is now in these memes already. And Brito broke all-time highs, my brother. And that's the only one that I hold, as you guys know. I talk about it over on X. It's doing pretty well, 652k market cap right now. I'm not here to shill that. What I am here to do is talk to you about XRP memes, and then I'm going to talk about the markets in general. I'm going to summarize that. And I got an awesome podcast guest on yesterday, and you need to go and check that podcast out if you like macro. I've got one of the best macro analysts or traders in the space at the minute on my podcast, and I just launched it over on X and also on YouTube. It hasn't had many views yet. We're just going back to XRP memes, guys. You've got to understand the bigger picture here. Very soon, we're at the market caps now, where very soon we're going to start to get picked up by Dex Screener. And Dex Screener is going to bring us into the eyes of the general public. When the general public realise what's going on in the XRP ledger, in my opinion, it's only a matter of time before liquidity cycles over like it did from Solana to Tron. And we saw what Tron did. Tron broke out towards all-time highs. And that's what could happen for the XRP ledger. I'm not saying the XRP ledger is going to go straight from 50 cents to all-time highs, but we could see a breakout in price action due to liquidity coming from other chains just to trade meme coins. This is what I've been trying to say. And also, if you position yourself in some of these memes early, and this does happen, I'm not saying it definitely will, but if it does happen, you're going to be fucking benefiting. Look at the size of the market cap. Like, I was on a Spaces yesterday and I said, oh, we're early, like after a week, somewhere at like $1 million market cap. He's like, oh, some do $1 million market cap in an hour on things like Solana. And I was like, in my head, I was thinking, yes, exactly. So if we have the chance to be early enough, I know these could go to zero. They absolutely could. All of it could go to zero, could go to shit. But if you've got the chance to be in early, before liquidity comes over, if we get that liquidity, we start seeing like Drop, for example, get listed on, or any of them get listed on like an exchange or a Dex Screener to start with, and then maybe Coin Market Cap and these sorts of things, liquidity will probably flow into memes. And all you got to do is just sit there, and if water comes, you get wet. That's literally it. It's not rocket science. That's what I've been that's why I've been shilling it so hard. I've been getting hate. But you're not understanding what I'm trying to say. I'm actually trying to fucking help people here. And yes, I have a bag of Brito and I shill Brito. I haven't sold any. Am I going to? Not until 100 mil. That's my price target. That's what I'm thinking. Because I think that a few of these will go to 100 mil. I could be wrong. I could be miles off it. I could be wrong. But what we've seen so far this cycle is liquidity move from ETH to Sol because of memes, and then Sol to Tron because of memes. Cardano started making some meme coins, but they didn't really have any good applications. They had a few pop off. Now the XRP ledger's got them, and we're a cult, and us boys buy and we don't sell. So these boys are going to come through, and you're already going to have a bag of your meme coin, and then they drive it up to 100 mil, and you've got in it like a mil or 5 mil, like what Drop's at. Come on, man. Like, please understand what I'm just trying to say to you. That's all I'm saying. It's like, you don't have to believe it. Like, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but that's what I think is going to happen personally, not financial advice, but that's what I think. If you don't agree, fine. We'll go on to the rest of the video any second now. If you do want to trade some, definitely don't put your life savings in there, because as I said, they could very easily go to zero. Some of them have big percentages like GOAT. A big percentage of GOAT is held by the top holders. Look, 20%, 20%. These guys could dump the market very easily, so be careful which ones you're looking at. As I said, I personally am in Brito, but I'm not just going to shill that to you. There's a few. The best way to do it is, like always, is just probably grab a little bag of a few and just sit on your hands if you're not bothered about the money, and see if we get lucky and if I'm right, or just don't get involved. But definitely don't overexpose yourself. But hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say now. If you do want to trade them, there's a link in the video to this. There's a link in this video description to sign up to trade. Would really appreciate it if you might use my affiliate. I don't take any money off you. The site that you use, who made the bot, take a little fee, 1%, and I get a percentage of that if you do use my link. That's all. I'll leave memes there now. Looking at macro, please go and watch this podcast that I launched yesterday with Tony Greer, absolute legend in the macro space. This is the full podcast right here on X. It's also on YouTube. It's Insightful Sessions episode 3. I fuck up the intro as normal. But yeah, go and check that out. We break down everything in the markets, the election, Bitcoin, commodities, oil, DXY, these sorts of things. Go and check that out. Gold's dropping a bit today. I do feel like it's not managed to regain its high. This could be where gold starts to roll over, is my personal thinking. If we look at the DXY, let's have a look what the DXY is saying. I haven't really paid much attention to charts in general the last few days, just because I've been so hyped up by the meme world and stuck in there. Not a bad thing in my opinion, as I've spoken about. Okay, DXY rolling over too. Bitcoin, if we look at the liquidity pools, I've been talking about this over on X. We've got liquidity above us at 69 to 70k. There's some liquidity at 57, and if we go for a more zoomed out perspective, let's go on the daily time frame. We can see deep areas of liquidity both above and below us. So definitely keep your eye on this. Deep liquidity, as I've said, at 46k. I'm still watching out for that. And there's also liquidity and growing liquidity above us as people start to jump into shorts, which might mean we go higher. It genuinely might. Let's see if my thesis is right and see what happens next, essentially. If we move on to Velo, you can see that open interest is still massively high here for Bitcoin. Last time open interest touched the level that we're literally chilling at right now, we saw a 29% pullback, which would bring us right down into those liquidity pools that I was just speaking about. That's why I'm so cautious. I'm showing you the argument, I'm giving you the stats, whether it plays out again or not. That's not something I can definitely predict, but it's just something to keep your eye on for sure. I'm positioned for it in the way that I'm in spot, and that's it. Basically, guys, that is basically it. So I'm going to leave it there because I want to keep my message pretty short and sweet. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment down below if you've got any questions. Subscribe, please. A lot of you don't subscribe who watch my videos. And yeah, if you want to trade memes, have a go. Don't be scared. It is a bit daunting, and like, you don't have to love them. I don't love memes. I still don't really understand them completely. I feel I'm cautious of most of them. I'm cautious of most tokens in crypto, but I'm definitely cautious of most memes. Anything could go to zero, but I have had my mind change since interacting with the community in the token that I hold. So just have a go and just see, and like, use the Telegram bot. If you've never used a Telegram bot before, it feels very alien, but it's quite incredible what you can do with things now. And that was how I first felt when I first used one on Ethereum with Banana Gun, and then I used it on Solana with BonkBot. So yeah, I'll stop now, but we've got a product on the XRP ledger that's looking pretty good. It's growing, and you could still be early before other people potentially cycle over from other chains. If we can get enough eyes on it, then people will come, I think. And if that happens, then you're in probably a decent position. There's a lot of ifs and buts, but that's crypto. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Peace up, A-Town down, as Crypto Insight UK would say.